Hi everybody, this is Janice and I am a consultant with Close to My Heart, and today we're going to talk about this ink blot stamp set that is so versatile. You will use it all the time. Okay, this is very popular right now to add splatters and ink blots and things like that to layouts, and sometimes it can be kind of messy because you've got to have the ink, number one, and number two, sometimes it requires spraying or watercolor. And maybe you want a very precise looking splatter. And this is the way to achieve it. Okay, so the item is D1660, and this is a D size, so whenever you see a D on a stamp set, that means it's $17.95. So let's talk about that. I used it on my layout here to give color because I used a white piece of cardstock, 12 by 12 cardstock, and I wanted to just, give it some more color. And of course, when you're doing a layout, the best thing to do is just to pick 3 or 4 colors that coordinate, say on a color wheel, or in our catalog we have collections of inks and colors that coordinate with our paper, ribbon, inks, everything. And so this happens to be Enchantment, if you like this color palette. And so I chose colors from the Enchantment: Fern, Peacock, Pomegranate, in order to, for it to be a cohesive design. Okay, so I'm going to show you how these work. If you're not familiar with acrylic stamps, they are clear, but these are photopolymer and they're very high quality, very good impressions. Every stamp set comes in a little envelope like this, and it has this little foam piece, and that is not just for protecting your stamps in the packaging process, but it's also for getting a great impression. So I'm going to show you on a card. This is a 3x4 card that I cut from the Artistry cartridge that I can use again on a card, in a scrapbook page, or in pocket scrapbooking, which I absolutely love that I can do that. And this paper happens to be just Bristol paper, but for this purpose you can just use our white daisy or any white cardstock that you may have. So then you need a block. Okay, and these are our clear acrylic blocks. And they have a nice handle. Sometimes people think, well, I'm just going to get a cheap one, but they don't have the nice handles that you can really hold on to your block with. All right, so then we choose. Let's pick this one right here, and you just peel it off, and it sticks to the block. And you can wash these with warm soapy water and let them dry on something, and then they're like new again. I mean, not that you have to clean them with soap and water all the time, but okay. And then this is our pomegranate ink. So let's try this ink, and then we ink it up to get nice and inky. Sometimes 2 or 3 times is good, and then you just press it down. And like I said, the foam really helps to get a good impression. And so there you see, looks like you have an ink splot. Very cool. And then you could change, and you could say, oh, I would like these little tiny ink splatters. I'm looking for a tiny block, but I don't know where it went. I just had it. Here it is, a little 2 by 2 inch one. We do have them in different sizes, and so I could, go here, and then maybe I want a third one. Maybe I want it to go off, and there you have it. And so then I could add a sentiment or a feather, like the one we made in the previous video, and I could just put it there, put a sentiment on it, like higher. This I actually cut from one of our Create Kindness card kits. And so see, I could put that there, put it up higher, right? And do that. Color in maybe the letters, and then you have a nice card or a design or a greeting card. Okay, I did something else that I thought would be really cool. I got some scrap paper, and let's see, a piece. This was from where I cut from Enchantment, the Enchantment Fundamentals paper pack. I cut these circles on my Cricut from it, and I have this left over, and normally this would be trash. I might save that and cut like a circle from it. I hate wasting paper. I think most of us do. And I would get, say, okay, let's do it on the other side of this one, just so you can see. So say I don't like that. Oh, look at that. There's another side to the paper. So what I did was I used this as a template, and you could use any size circle. Then to preserve these edges, I don't have any boo-boos, I put some paper like that, ink it up, right? Ink it up, and oh, and look, I even have multiple ones. So where's that other one? Could put it, well, all right, so let's do this and just go like that, and I'm going to do a second generation, right? And I'm going to ink it up again and turn it just to get a variation, and turn it again, right? We got all these ink blots. And I could go here because it's a little white. Actually moved. Darn. You could tape this down. Okay. And then you've got a nice little circle there where you could take your leaf now. And you kind of got a foundation where you can set your image. Okay, so that's something else that you could do. Okay, I could totally see maybe getting on your Cricut, maybe making like a template of all different size circles, and then making those splotches all over your paper to make your own background paper. That's something I love to do, is make background papers. So yeah. So there you go. You can visit my website at www.busycrafting.closetomyheart.com, and you can pick up your items there, and just choose the gathering that you would like. If you are a friend of one of those hostesses, you can choose that name, and then the credit would go to them. If you are with Create Kindness card kit, then you would go to that one and click on it, and then your order would go towards that party. So thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. Bye.